Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Mike here. It is Wednesday, September 11th, and the price of Bitcoin has been continuously going down these past few days. So I thought I'd make this video just to give, just to give you guys some insight on where I think the price is going to go from here. And just like my usual videos, after I get done with this technical analysis, I'm just going to quickly take a look at my trading algorithm to see how profitable it's been these past weeks. And then at the very end, I'm going to pick a winner from last week's video, because what I do here is I basically I do a drawing every single week for people who comment and like my videos. And once a week, I do the drawing. And if you win, you get a free month of my trading membership, absolutely free. And in that trading membership, I give you these signals, these buy and sell signals. I send them directly to your email. But like I was saying, first, let me go ahead and do some personal technical analysis. So let me turn this off. And yeah, let's get started. So if you're new to my channel, basically what I do is I create these trading videos every single week. So what I like to do is I like to go to last week's video and see what my prediction was then, and to see how accurate I was with that. So let me go ahead and display a few seconds from last week's video so you can see what my opinion was then. This is the one you should pay attention to. If this bar closes above this trend line, then we will continue to go higher. Now there's a chance that we might just get one huge red bar back down, which then will continue the price lowering. And okay, so at that time, what I was referring to was this bar that was happening. And what actually happened was a pretty classic bull trap. The bears really had to give it all they had to make the price drop that low that quickly. Now there's either two things that are happening right here, because this isn't normal everyday traders. Number one, that it's institutional money and it's trying to keep the price lower because they're not ready to enter the market yet, whether it be ETFs or any other normal way that institutional money can enter the game, where it's not at that level to where they could invest for their clients, so they could possibly just have a lot of Bitcoin themselves and are just keeping the price low, just waiting for that time that their company is actually legally able to invest in Bitcoin, and then that's when they're possibly, stop selling mass quantities of Bitcoin to make it drop these huge prices. Or number two, it could just be algorithmic trading. There are just tons of cryptocurrency trading bots out there, and the people who have the most money, the most skin in the game, are definitely using these bots. So what sometimes happens is what's known as a snowballing effect, basically where it just keeps compounding and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that actually happened in the traditional stock market, I believe back in 2010, where just the algorithms kept selling and selling and selling, and the stock market, wiped billions of dollars off of their profits, even though the next day I believe it recovered back to normal. It's just the algorithms compounding their sales all at once. So now you're probably wondering, okay, so when did I go from being bullish in the market to bearish? And it's not where you think. It is not during this one big red candle bar down. I became bearish when we were unable to break this trend line. So when the retracement came up, tested it, and then broke back down, that's when I knew we'd be continuing to go lower. So what would be the first thing I'd do then? Well, that would be a Fibonacci retracement. So it wouldn't be a Fibonacci extension, because we're not in a bull market, we're in a bear market, or a bear trend. And what the Fibonacci retracement tool does is help us to determine where that price is going to reverse at. Usually places where the trend changes, meaning the price reverses, is this this yellow golden zone, the 0.5 and the 0.382. And as you can see, at each one of these levels, the price actually did reverse. Right here it reversed, right here it reversed, and even right now it looks like it's reversing. Now if we had a lot of bullish momentum, meaning the price wanted to go higher, when these reversals happen, it would have broke through these other resistance levels. Because remember, when the price reverses, then these lines become resistance levels that are hard to break through. The lines are either support or resistance. So price reversal but not being able to break the line above it is a very bearish signal. Now there's only so far the price can go down before there's a significant reversal, and that zone is usually this 0.382. So me personally, my prediction would be that we're going to see a reversal from this zone, but we're not going to make it too much higher, because we're going to have a lot of resistance to break. Now I do think we're going to break this 0.5, but I have a hard time believing we're going to break this trend line, this blue trend line, and then the yellow zone. It might break the blue trend line for a second, but I don't believe it's going to break the yellow zone. But to tell you the truth, normally if I would see this chart pattern right here and the price retrace back down to the 382, that's usually a time that I usually invest, because the likelihood of a trend reversal with a nice profit margin afterwards is very high compared to if you were investing at one of these different levels. But the reason why I wouldn't invest right now is by first taking a look at the bigger picture. So let me go ahead and delete this. And let's just take a look at what we're at. Now sometimes it's better just to zoom all the way out and just to see what kind of chart pattern is actually forming. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up some chart patterns. Okay, so now I'd like you to pause the video and tell me which one of these chart patterns looks like what you're seeing on the chart right here. Okay, so to me it's looking like a descending triangle. Now we don't really get too much information from this, so now what I'm going to do is just go to Google and type in descending triangle. Alright, so here's what Bitcoin looks like zoomed out, and this descending triangle is forming after a nice price increase. So let's take a look at the descending triangle images on Google. Then now we take a look at this one. Here's one where the price was increasing prior, and then the descending triangle started, and then look what happened. It became bearish. Let's scroll down some more. Here's another bearish indicator. Here's another one. The price increasing, and then the descending triangle starts, and then the price breaks below it. So just looking at the overall chart pattern, it's looking pretty bearish. So at this time, if you're manually trading, I would just sit on the sidelines because the risk to reward ratio is not quite there. The potential profit you're going to make is maybe 2%, but the potential loss is going to be around 8%, 7%, and you're not even quite sure what it's going to do from there, because what chart patterns have taught us from what I just showed you is it's going to break below even further down. Now taking a look at my algorithm, which I created, it basically measures the change in market trend, and it emails me these trade signals to my email, which then I have a trading bot that trades for me the second I receive them. It looks like that sent me a sell signal just right at the top of this trend line, and we have been decreasing in price ever since. So at this time, it looks like my members did lock in some profit for this last trade signal. And like I mentioned in my previous videos, not every trade signal is profitable. As you can see, this one consisted of a small loss of 1%. This one was another small loss, but these two after and before it were both wins. That's 17% and 6% compared to if you just bought in right there and then held and only gotten 6% over a 43-day period. So if you're interested in something like that, then just go ahead and check out my website, altcoinTradingSignal.com. It's only $25 a month or $100 for 6 months, which I think is pretty reasonable. Now, this service isn't going to help you become rich, but it will help you beat the market. Even if it's just a slight amount more, it definitely adds up in the long run. So now I'm going to end this video with picking a winner to receive these trade signals. So what I'm going to do is copy the URL from last week's video, go to this website. Looks like only 6 people commented, so the chance of you actually winning something is actually quite high here. Alright, Ryan Dixon, it looks like you won. Congratulations. Go ahead and reach out to me on my website and I'll give you information on how to get started. And anyone else that's interested, go ahead and just comment and like this video you're watching right now to be entered to win next week's video. Okay guys, have a good day.